Welcome back to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Balsang. In this video, I'll find solutions to problems based on tests for single proportion. Problem 1. The proportion of vegetarians in a city is 0.46. Find the mean and standard error of the proportion of vegetarians in a random sample of size 14. This problem is a 2-marker. Let's start with the solution. Write given. The first sentence says that the proportion of vegetarians in a city is 0.46. So a city is taken as a population and the proportion of the population is denoted by capital P. So under given, you have capital P is equal to 0.46. Then the sample size is 14. So N is equal to 14. Then find out Q, which is 1 minus P, which is 1 minus 0.46, which is equal to 0.54. Then start with consider E of P is equal to capital P. That is the mean of the sample proportion. So you have E of P is equal to 0.46. Next, we'll find out under the second subdivision standard error of P. The formula is root of PQ by N, where Q is equal to 1 minus P, which is equal to root of 0.46 into 0.54 divided by 14, which is equal to root of 0.2484 by 14, which is equal to root of 0.0177. So therefore, SE of P is equal to 0.1332. Problem 2. There are 1,700 students in a college. 595 of these students are girls. 30 students were randomly selected. Find the standard error of the proportion of girls in the selection. In this problem, the population proportion capital P is not given directly. We have to first calculate capital P using the information which is given. So there are 1,700 students in a college, which is nothing but the size of the population. That means capital N is 1,700. Now out of these 1,700 students, 595 are girls. So we know that capital X stands for number of units which possess a given attribute in the population. So here capital X will be equal to 595, which denotes the number of girls in the college. Then they have said 30 students were randomly selected. So this 30 is nothing but the size of the sample. So under solution, write given capital N equal to 1700, capital X is 595 and N is equal to 30. Now we know that the population proportion capital P can be found using the formula capital X by capital N, which is 595 by 1700, which is equal to 0.35. So which implies Q is equal to 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.35, which is equal to 0.65. Then write the formula for standard error of P, which is equal to root of PQ by N, and you know that Q is equal to 1 minus P. Substituting the values, you'll get root of 0.35 into 0.65 divided by 30, which is equal to root of 0.2275 by 30, which is equal to root of 0.0076. Therefore, standard error of P is equal to 0.0871. The second problem also was a 2-marker. From the third problem onwards till the end of the video, we'll be working out 5-mark problems. Problem 3. In a random sample of 85 workers of a factory, 18 were married. Can we conclude that 20% of the workers of the factory are married? So in this problem, you have only one factory and words like mean, average, standard deviation or variance are not present. So it would be test for single proportion. So whenever it is test for single proportion, we need to get three values. One is the value of small n, that is the sample size. Then we need small p, which is the sample proportion. Or we need small x, which is number of units which possess a given attribute in the sample. And you will need capital P naught or capital P, which is the population proportion. So in this problem, the random sample of 85 workers is chosen. So it means that small n is equal to 85. And in that, they are saying 18 were married. So 18 is nothing but small x, which stands for number of units which possess a given attribute in the sample. And here small x will be number of persons who are married in the sample. Now, the last part of the question is, can we conclude that 20% of the workers of the factory are married? So we have already got the value of small n. We got the value of small x. All we need now is P naught. So P naught is nothing but 20% because I have mentioned in my previous video that capital P naught will be given in terms of percentage, decimals or fraction. So the question asked is, can we conclude that 20% of the workers of the factory are married? So this 20% is nothing but capital P naught, which is the proportion of workers who are married in the population. So under solution, write given n is equal to 85, x is 18, P naught is 0.2. That is 20%. When we convert it, we get 0.2. So Q naught is equal to 1 minus P naught, which is 1 minus 0.2 is equal to 0.8. And because alpha is not mentioned in the problem, it is taken as 5%. Then write H naught. Write the general format. That is, the population proportion is P naught. That is the general format. But here P naught is how much? It is 0.2. That is, P is equal to P naught. So here it will be P is equal to 0.2. So learn the general format for test for single proportion to write H naught. So H naught in general is the population proportion is P naught. That is, P is equal to P naught. Now in this problem, P naught is nothing but 0.2. So your H naught will be the population proportion is 0.2. That is, capital P is equal to 0.2. Now because no words like increase, decrease, below, above are used, the alternative will be two-tailed. So versus H1, P is not equal to 0.2. Then under H naught, the test statistic is, write the formula, Z equal to P minus P naught. So it is a sample proportion minus the population proportion divided by root of P naught Q naught by N, which follows normal 0, 1, where small p is equal to x divided by n and Q naught is equal to 1 minus P naught. So please be very careful with the notation. Small p stands for the sample proportion, which has the formula small x by small n, and capital P naught stands for the population proportion. Now write the formula for small p, which is small x by n, which is 18 by 85. So you will get 0.2188. Substituting all the values in z, we get z is equal to 0.2188 minus 0.2 divided by root of 0.2 into 0.8 by 85, which is equal to 0.0118 divided by root of 0.16 by 85, which is equal to 0.0118 divided by root 0.0019, which is equal to 0.0118 divided by 0.0436, or z is equal to 0.2706. Now because the alternative is two-tailed, this particular problem is a two-tailed test. So the condition which we use, I have shown it on the right hand side, which is highlighted in red color. So you have to check whether mod z is greater than or equal to k alpha by 2. and we know that at 5% level of significance, k alpha by 2 is equal to 1.96. Now we have found out capital Z. We need to find out mod Z. So mod Z will be modulus of 0.2706. So the modulus of a positive number will remain positive. So finally we have mod Z is equal to 0.2706. Now compare mod Z with k alpha by 2. So the last part is a conclusion. Since mod Z is equal to 0.2706, this is not greater than k alpha by 2 equal to 1.96 at 5% level of significance. So we accept H naught and conclude that capital P is equal to 0.2. Problem 4. In a random sample of 1000 persons from a large population, 470 are women. Can it be concluded that men and women are in equal proportion in the population? Use 1% level of significance. This problem is similar to the previous one. So again, the words like mean, average, standard deviation, variance are not used, and you have only one large population, and from that large population a random sample is chosen. So it will be test for single proportion. So we will need the values of small n, small x, or we'll need small p, and we also need capital P naught, which is the population proportion. So remember that small x should be always a whole number, whereas small p and P naught, that is capital P naught, are proportions, so they have to be in decimals, percentage, or fractions. So starting with the solution, write given small n is equal to 1000. Then they have said in that random sample 470 are women. That means the value of x is given. So x is equal to 470. In the question, they have also mentioned that men and women are in equal proportion in the population. So it means that 50% are men and 50% are women in the population. So in other words, it means that P naught is equal to 50%, which we convert, it will be 0.5, and Q naught will be 1 minus P naught, which is equal to 1 minus 0.5, which is also 0.5, and alpha is equal to 1%. So under solution, under given part, you have to list down all the values, and for P naught, I have given the explanation within brackets and highlighted in red color. That is because men and women are in equal proportion. So 50% is nothing but 0.5. Next, write H naught. So the population proportion is 0.5. That is P is equal to 0.5 versus H1, P is not equal to 0.5. Again, in this problem, like words like increase, decrease, above, below are not used. So the alternative will be two-tailed. So under H naught, the test statistic is Z equal to P minus P naught by root of P naught Q naught by N, which follows normal 0, 1. Make sure to write all the steps without missing out on any of them, where small p is equal to x by n and Q naught is equal to 1 minus P naught. So the next step is to find out small p, that is the sample proportion, which is x by n, which is 470 by 1000, that is equal to 0.47. Substituting all the values, we get z equal to 0.47 minus 0.5 divided by root of 0.5 into 0.5 by 1000, which is equal to minus 0.03 divided by root 0.25 by 1000, which simplifies to minus 0.03 divided by root of 0.0003, which is equal to minus 0.03 by 0.0173, or z is equal to minus 1.7341. So now the condition which is used for a two-tailed test is you have to check whether mod z is greater than or equal to k alpha by 2. If it is greater than or equal to k alpha by 2, then we reject H naught, otherwise we accept H naught. So at 1% level of significance, k alpha by 2 is 2.58. So let us now find out mod z, which will be modulus of minus 1.7341. You know that the modulus of a negative number will become positive. So you have mod z is 1.7341. Conclusion: since mod z is 1.7341, this is not greater than k alpha by 2, which is equal to 2.58. At 5% level of significance, we accept H naught and conclude that capital P is equal to 0.5. Problem 5. Among 80 vegetables which were randomly pulled out from the field, 11 were infested. Test the hypothesis that less than 25% vegetables are infested. Start with the solution. Write given n is equal to 80. Because of the word randomly pulled out, it means there are 80 vegetables in the sample. And out of these 80 vegetables, 11 were infested. That means small x is equal to 11 because x stands for number of units which possess a given attribute in the sample, and here x equal to 11 means there were 11 potatoes which were infested in those 80 vegetables. Then they have said test the hypothesis that less than 25% vegetables are infested. So the last part of the sentence doesn't have the word sample. So it has to be associated with the population. So capital P naught is 25%, which is 0.25. Then find out Q naught, which is 1 minus P naught, which is 1 minus 0.25, which is equal to 0.75, and alpha is equal to 5%. So all these values are written under given for the solution. Then write H naught, the population proportion is 0.25, that is capital P is equal to 0.25 versus H1, P is less than 0.25. Because in the question itself I have highlighted in bold that less than 25% vegetables are infested. So because of the word less than, here the alternative will be a left-tailed test. Then under H naught, the test statistic is Z equal to P minus P naught divided by root of P naught Q naught by N, which follows normal 0, 1. So where P is equal to X by N and Q naught is equal to 1 minus P naught. Then find out small p using the formula X by N. So you'll get 11 by 80, which is 0.1375. Then we get Z is equal to 0.1375 minus 0.25 divided by root 0.25 into 0.75 divided by 80, which is equal to minus 0.03 divided by root 0.1875 by 80, or it is equal to minus 0.1125 by root of 0.0023, which is equal to minus 0.1125 divided by 0.0479, or you get Z equal to minus 2.3486. Now this test is a left tail test. So what is the condition which you should use for a left tail test? You have to check if Z is less than or equal to minus K alpha. If this condition is satisfied, then you'll reject H naught, otherwise you'll accept H naught. So at 5% level of significance, minus K alpha is minus 1.65. So we have already calculated Z, and now you have to compare Z with minus K alpha. So the last step is the conclusion. So since Z is minus 2.3486 is less than minus K alpha, which is equal to minus 1.65, at 5% level of significance, we reject H naught. And whenever we reject H naught, it means we are accepting H1. So you conclude that P is less than 0.25. Problem 6. Among 85 girls of a final year BCom class, 7 were employed. Can we conclude that the proportion of employed girls by the time they come to final year BCom is less than 0.2? Use 1% level of significance. Solution: given n is equal to 85, x equal to 7, p naught is equal to 0.2, q naught is equal to 1 minus p naught, which is 1 minus zero point 0.2, which is 0.8, and alpha is 1%. H naught, the population proportion is 0.2, that is capital P is equal to 0.2, versus H1, P is less than 0.2. Because in the question they have mentioned that you have to check that the proportion of employed girls by the time they come to final year BCom is less than 0.2. So this particular test is a left tail test. Under H naught, the test statistic is Z equal to P minus P naught by root of P naught Q naught by N, which follows normal 0, 1, where P is X by N and Q naught is 1 minus P naught. So substituting, we get P equal to 7 by 85, which is 0.0824. So we get Z equal to 0.0824 minus 0.2 divided by root of 0.2 into 0.8 divided by 85, which is equal to minus 0.1176 by root of 0.16 by 85, which is equal to minus 0.1125 divided by root of 0.0019, which is equal to minus 0.1176 divided by 0.0436. So you get Z is equal to minus 2.6972. Now the condition which you should use for a left tail test is you have to check if Z is less than or equal to minus K alpha. If this condition is satisfied, you have to reject H naught, otherwise you accept H naught. So at 1% level of significance, minus K alpha is minus 2.33. So compare Z with minus K alpha and write the conclusion. Since Z is equal to minus 2.6972 is less than minus K alpha, which is equal to minus 2.33, at 1% level of significance, we reject H naught, conclude that P is less than 0.2. So whenever we reject H naught, it means that we are accepting H1, and you should write what is there under H1. Problem 7. In an election, the leaders of a party contend that they would secure more than 36% votes. A pre-poll survey of 400 voters revealed that the percentage is 42. Test whether the survey supports the leader's claim. So in the question, the first sentence itself, they have mentioned that the leaders of a party contend that they would secure more than 36% votes. So in the first sentence, they are talking with respect to the population. The population proportion is given as 36%. And then a pre-poll survey of 400 voters. That means they took a sample from the population. So N is 400. Revealed that the percentage of voters is 42. So here in the sample, they have given the sample proportion because they have used the word percentage is 42. In all the previous problems, small x was given. That is, the number of units which possess a particular attribute in the sample was given. But in this particular problem, the percentage of voters in the sample is given. So, small p is given directly. So keep in mind that small p and capital P naught will be given to us in percentage, decimals or fractions. So under solution, write given small n is equal to 400, then P is equal to 42%, that is small p, which is equal to 0.42. Then P naught is 36%, which is 0.36. Q naught is 1 minus P naught, which is 1 minus 0.36, which is equal to 0.64, and alpha is 5%. Then write H naught, the population proportion is 0.36, that is capital P is equal to 0.36 versus H1, P is greater than 0.36. This particular test is a right tail test because in the problem they have asked you to check that the leaders of a party contend that they would secure more than. So more than 36% votes means it is greater than. So under H naught, the test statistic is Z equal to P minus P naught by root of P naught Q naught by N, which follows normal 0, 1, where Q naught is equal to 1 minus P naught. Substituting, we get Z equal to 0.42 minus 0.36 by root of 0.36 into 0.64 by 400, which is equal to 0.06 divided by root of 0.2304 by 400, which is equal to 0.06 divided by 0.0006, which is equal to 0.06 divided by 0.0245, or Z is equal to 2.4489. Now the condition which we use for a right tail test is you have to check if Z is greater than or equal to K alpha. If it is, then you will reject H naught, otherwise you have to accept H naught. So at 5% level of significance, K alpha is 1.65. Now write the conclusion. You have to compare Z with K alpha. So since Z is equal to 2.4489 is greater than K alpha equal to 1.65, at 5% level of significance, we reject H naught and conclude that P is greater than 0.36. So remember that whenever we reject H naught, we are accepting H1. Problem 8. A manufacturer supplies surgical instruments to a certain hospital. A sample of 100 instruments revealed that 2 were faulty. At 1% level of significance, test that the proportion of faulty instruments is more than 1%. The second sentence starts with the word sample. So it means that small n is equal to 100. And among these 100 instruments, 2 were faulty, means small x is equal to 2 and alpha is 1. And all we require now is capital P naught. They've asked us to test that the proportion of faulty instruments is more than 1%. So proportion of faulty instruments means the proportion in the population. So in other words, capital P naught is also 1%. So under solution, write given n is 100, x is 2, P naught is 1%, that is 0.01, Q naught is 1 minus P naught, which is 1 minus 0.01, which is equal to 0.99, and alpha is 1%. Next, define H naught. H naught is the population proportion is 0.01, that is capital P is equal to 0.01 versus H1, P is greater than 0.01. Because of the word more in the problem, your H1 will be a right-tailed alternative. Then under H naught, write the test statistic, that is Z equal to P minus P naught by root of P naught Q naught by N, which follows normal 0, 1, where P is equal to X by N and Q naught is 1 minus P naught. So substituting, you will get P as 2 by 100, which is 0.02. So which implies Z is equal to 0.02 minus 0.01 by root of 0.01 into 0.99 by 100, which is equal to 0.01 divided by root of 0.0099 by 100, which is equal to 0.01 divided by root of 0. You have 4 zeros and 9. Normally we take only 4 places after the decimal after rounding off, but here because the 4th digit after the decimal is also 0, I have included the 5th digit, which is 9. So this is equal to 0.01 divided by 0.0095, or Z is 1.0526. The condition for a right tail test is check if Z is greater than or equal to K alpha to reject H naught. So at 1% level of significance, K alpha is 2.33. So the conclusion, since Z is equal to 1.0526, this is not greater than K alpha equal to 2.33. At 1% level of significance, we accept H naught and conclude that capital P is equal to 0.01. problems based on test for single proportion are important 5 markers. So learn to identify to which test the given problem belongs to. This can be achieved only by practicing several problems. Thank you all for watching and look out for my next video where I'll explain the procedure for test for equality of proportions.